Hello my fashion lovers. So today's video is going to be on how to make this really cute panel skirt. Absolutely love it. Some people call it a flower skirt because of how flared out it is, and it's really easy to make. So in this tutorial today, I'm going to be showing you how to create your own. So let's get started. So before we dive into the tutorial, I just want to let you guys know, subscribe to my channel for more videos if you haven't already. These two videos on the screen are on my channel. I'm going to leave the links down below. Also subscribe to my website newsletter, which is fashionlife.com. So to get started for this tutorial, you're going to need some pattern paper. If you don't have pattern paper, you can use recycled paper. I used to take like recycled white paper and kind of tape it together to achieve the size that I needed for a pattern look. Also, you can use gift wrapping paper, newspaper, or even muslin if you have it. Next, we're going to take some measurements and mark them on our paper. The first measurement is for our waist. And usually I find that 2 inches at the top works for a majority of the skirts that I'm doing. And from there, you're going to go down about 4 inches. So I'm writing the inches down so you guys can see that. So 2 inches and 4 inches. And remember, this is on the fold. Next, we want to figure out how long you want your panel to be. Usually from the top marking where the 2-inch mark is at, I go down about 10 to 14 inches, sometimes more depending on whose the skirt is for. So I went about 14 inches, and from that mark I'm going to go across. And I go across about 4 inches on the fold. And when you open it up, it's actually going to be 8 inches. And then you want to stop there. So now I'm just taking my marker so that you guys can see what we have done so far. Now our next step is to make that curve that is giving you the panel flare. Now you can freehand it or you can use a French curve. So if you freehand it, it pretty much should look like this. It looks like a bottle. If you have a French curve, you might find that a little bit easier if you don't know how to freehand, but it's pretty simple. And once you're done, you just cut it out. Now with these particular measurements at the top, with the 2-inch going across and the 4-inch going down, this is going to give you a little wider panel. If you want one that is smaller, like the one that I've shown in my Instagram and stuff like that, I'm going to show you that really quick. So the pattern piece is pretty much the same. The only difference is the top measurement. So remember, we started off by 2 inches. Now for this pattern, I did about 1 1/4 of an inch. And that allows you to make more panels for your skirt, which gives you more of a flare. And so everything else is pretty much the same. 4 inches down, and when you open up is 8, and then the 1 1/4 of an inch at the top. And so that is the pattern for the skirt that I did, which has more panels. Now you don't have to go with these particular measurements. If you want, you can do your own personal measurements to get your desired look. Now let's move on to fabric. The type of fabric that I use for this skirt is a neoprene fabric. You can find it at most majority fabric stores. You can even find it online. I got this particular fabric at Moods Fabric, and they also sell online. And with this fabric, it gives the skirt more of a structure. It gives it more of a flare that makes it stand out a lot more. But I love using this pattern because you don't have to use this particular fabric. You can use any type of fabric that you want. But the thicker it is, the more flare out structure that you get. And so that is pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Also, join my sewing group on Facebook, which is called Sew Into Fashion. I'll leave the link down below. See you next week for a new video. Bye.